scale Jessup.
Back after 3 days of rest. The winner today will play again on Sunday. So if she can get out before that, she'd be eligible to pitch likely in Philadelphia's next game after that Sunday game. But both Chris and Barry seem to think, can we just let's worry about today?
Yeah, we need to win this game today. And that's exactly, you see that first pitch and a swing on the first pitch. That's exactly what Philadelphia is hoping for. Not to foul it off, just ground ball maybe right back to the pitcher or shortstop. Maybe just hit it to the first baseman. 3 ground balls to the first baseman. Well, let's get out of here with the win.
A big at bat here. Houston High is sitting in the number 9 slot. Then we'll get back to the top of the order where they got a lot of thunder on this team. Strike 2. So from a Philadelphia perspective, you want to get this out, and obviously Nashville, we can get a base runner here and one more. We're back in business. Gone.
Well, it's that fastball yet again, Carl. They know what's coming. She's not fooling anybody right now. It's just a 4-seam, well-executed pitch. Strike 3. Monet Davis getting it done.
Yes! Woo! It's gone. Woo! So glad you got that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lawrenceville, Georgia, on the campus of Georgia Gwinnett College. We are live from the Grizzly Baseball Complex for the Lawrenceville bracket of the opening round, and we are at Game 8 between the Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies and the Freed-Hardeman Lions. Matt Mahoney alongside John Peters here. John, these two teams met just yesterday, but the top two seeds left in this bracket. Everyone else has been eliminated, and one team left to go to the World Series in Lewiston, Idaho.
Pitching for the Lions is number 44, Houston High. Batting third, the left fielder, number 21, A.J. Sapkowski.
John, the circumstances are this. The Grizzlies one win away from punching their ticket to the World Series. Meanwhile, Freed-Hardeman has to win this game tonight in order to force the if necessary game that's tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And on top of the mound, to answer your question, John, Freed-Hardeman will go to number 44 in Houston High, a sophomore 6'5", and a Nashville, Tennessee. And he will try to take on this red-hot Georgia Gwinnett offense that's outscored its opponents in the opening round 39-5. Ponder, Norton, Sapkowski, Quelch, McGuire, Smith, the DH, Caden Smith, then Dingus, Wilbanks, and Pacheco rounds out the lineup. John Ponder with a high chopper behind the bag at second. Nice effort by the second baseman and Smith, and he'll get the speedster and John Ponder for out number one.
Well, I will tell you,
Georgia Gwinnett, a high-octane offense. There is no stat that says who leads the nation in offense. You know, it's not like, there's a lot of different stats in baseball, right, John? But cumulatively, have a peek at this. Georgia Gwinnett leads the offense in the following categories nationally: runs, hits, doubles, triples, home runs, runs batted in, extra base hits, total bases, sacrifice flies, sacrifice hits, and stolen bases, averaging more than 12 runs per game for Jeremy Scheidinger's squad.
I'm trying to come up with another category. I don't know if there is. Maybe a hit by pitch. That might be one.
And so this team,
unbelievable,
leads the nation in a ton of offensive categories, and that will be the tasks for Houston High. Sapkowski, your first and only NAIA player ever to hit 30 home runs and have 30 stolen bases. I'm even going to put the Little League World Series ahead in there because Major League Baseball had become stale and slow and boring and analytical, and even I'm a baseball guy, it was hard to sell him. Sapkowski goes down on strikes, by the way. Houston High, with a big feather in the cap there, takes down an NAIA Player of the Year candidate.
Well, the answer to our question about pitching has been answered pretty well here as High has come in. 6'5", lanky, got a lot of action around as he releases.
Coach's box. Introduction here for Houston High. Sophomore right-handed pitcher making his 14th appearance of the season. What he lacks in starts with only 2, he has experience out of the bullpen with 23 innings pitched, giving up just 23 hits, 20 runs, only 18 of those were earned, 22 walks and 17 strikeouts. Inventory sheet of, all right, how are we going to get 27 outs in this ball game? Norton's on the move, but so is Quelch. He's headed back to the dugout. Houston High is your early answer for the Lions with back-to-back strikeouts to end the threat in the first.
I'm trying to remember how many. We're up about 120 to 125 on the pitch count, I would say.
115 for High. Check swing for Norton. Back to High. He'll run it over to first. Freed-Hardeman forces game number 9.
How about that?
Play Lawrenceville.
I know one player who's going to sleep really well, and that's Houston High.
Houston High, a career performance out of him, a complete game victory, his second win of the season, just 2-0 on his third start in his 14th appearance.
3 balls, 2 strikes. There's the pitch to Houston. High, fly ball, deep left field. That one is out of here! Holy cow! Why isn't he hitting all the time?
Maybe bring the pitchers in more often, huh?
3-run homer for Houston High, and they are off there. to greet him.
Now for the pitching matchup, Sebastian Escobar faces off against Houston High in today's matchup.
And here at Athletic Park, bottom of the first, as the Woodchucks get the first look here at Houston High, as they'll send these 9 hitters.
Well, starting it off, it's Van Sheehan and Eddie Espinal, Max Galvin, Bryce Hubbard in the DH spot, Max Solis Jr. finally back in the lineup after a couple of games, Hayden Christensen, Aiden Korn, Chris Smith-Johnson, and Sam Fisher rounding things out at the number 9. Sheehan doing very well for himself, 419 average, one of the best on the Woodchucks, 6 RBI. He had one heck of a debut here at Athletic Park, went 3 for 5, scored twice.
As he cracks it into play, hits sharply at the shortstop who fields and throws as Tracer Lopez retires him. We're out number 1. And the Rafters do play very solid defense. They are second best fielding percentage at .971, and they have the second least errors at 52. The Woodchucks with 61 rather, as it's Edion Espinal due up as he has been hot, as Espinal has reached in all 13 games he's played in. Speed, 2-1 count here, and he puts it in play, and another ball hit right at the fielder. It's Mason Onate who makes the play. Bring up Max Galvin, the all-star and home run derby competitor here for the Woodchucks.
Max Galvin leads the team in home runs with 7, leads the team in RBIs at 48, 337 average, one of the best players on this Woodchuck squad, an all-star nominee, and he's going to compete in the home run derby in Mankato on Monday.
A little blue pit right to the pitcher High, who will loft one over to first, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for both pitchers to open this ball game. We shall see. As Galvin steps in, it's 0-2. Pitch. As chops it foul. Max Galvin digs in after the foul ball. Houston High looking to go 1-2-3. Cracked right off of his glove. Look what I found. Flips for out number 3, and it's the second 1-2-3 inning for Houston High, where it's another ground out. The Woodchucks cannot square the ball up. And here comes Hayden Christensen, who walked and was stranded at second, back in the second.
That is the 8th, technically 9th ground out of this game so far for the Woodchucks.
From Houston High, who sends ball 1. And that's put in play. Will it fall? It will, but into the glove of Aiden Teal. That is another 1-2-3, and it's 7 straight retired from Houston High. You are watching the Northwoods League Sports Network. Pitchers are dealing. It's 7 straight outs for Houston High. He's just been incredible. Showing bunt, gets it down, gets past the pitcher. No, he gets the glove. A nice flip as Houston High can do it all. He just saved that one for being an infield hit from Christian Smith-Johnson. He does the job as they're not able to get it down. He says he likes to wait, make sure it's down, as this is chopped to second. Onate fields as Fisher moves the runner. Scoreless inning for Houston High as we're headed to the 6th. You are watching the Northwoods League Sports Network. She still has not.
He is not allowed he's only allowed 1 base runner since the 2nd inning.
Big brain move there. It's a 2-2. Squared on the ground to the first baseman. It eats him up. Chris Arroyo throws and makes the play as covering is Houston High. Oh, what a recovery. As Galvin is put out for the 3rd ground out on the night. And it's Bryce Hubbard with 2 outs. The Woodchucks are just struggling to find grass.
Chris Arroyo and Houston High have combined all 3 times to ground out Max Galvin in each of his appearances here tonight.
The Woodchucks getting flustered here by Houston Hubbard in a full count. And this one's a blooper. Looks like it might land fair, and it does. It's the first hit. Hubbard's going to round and stay at first base. A huge sigh from the Woodchucks, and Hubbard finally breaks through with hit number 1.
Well, that breaks up the no-hitter. That lead single there for Bryce Hubbard ruins the night for Houston High. Breaks up the no-hitter, and it's a 2-out single. And
as he swings, it's a blooper into right center field. Should be a can of corn for DeGotti, and it is. 6 full for Houston High as the Woodchucks finally get a hit, no runs, and they strand 1. We're headed to the 7th.
Well, Blake Grimmer will come to the plate, the freshman out of Tennessee, playing out in left field today. Payout pitch. Grimmer swings and misses. Second strikeout of the inning for Houston High. And there's 2 away. Hers will get a head start. As the payout pitch at Comer is swung on a miss. Crowd.
Coming back to the plate, they will face another new pitcher for Tennessee Tech. It's the local kid, Houston High, the senior from right here in Nashville. 6'4" right-hander. He pitched last night, actually, for this Tennessee Tech team against Southern Illinois. Jake Lyman, Andrew Harris, Kayla Anderson, alongside you here from Hawkins Field. Let's check in with Kayla Anderson downstairs.
First of all, I love the walk-up song choice by Cullen Barzy. I mean, that is a classic by Michael Jackson, pretty young thing. But I will say this, when I spoke to him earlier this week, I asked him about his brother Christian, who he is just a role model for Barzy. He said that, I'm going to let you guys take this one away.
Anderson skies out to center field as Jordan comes in and makes the play.
But pretty cool that he had a brother to look up to. He makes it here as much as he can. He still lives in Illinois, though.
Thanks, Kayla. Another great night for Cullen Barzy today. Base hit, 3 RBIs. One of just 2 starters still in the lineup, along with this guy, Mike Mancini.
Yeah, Kayla, that's a great point. I mean, you know, the technical standpoint, but also like the mental standpoint. It was super helpful, and I think that's what made Brian, my brother, such a good coach at the college levels. He was really able to kind of get inside the mind of a 18, 19, 20-year-old.
And now here that he's in college and playing at a different level, where the SEC is a little bit more of a challenge, obviously, stepping it up, finding his confidence. So great point about that as well.
R.J. Hamilton getting his first cuts at the plate today. He hops this over to third. Steele with a nice scoop and a long throw across the diamond. Just got him. Seen a couple of nice plays from Steele over there at the hot corner. We're through 6.